Greetings and welcome to Guild Wars 2 Weekly, your weekly source of Guild Wars 2 news and info. I'm your host, Fury, and in the headlines for the past week. First up, we have this new enlightening article about dungeons. This is very important for anyone and everyone to read. This goes into detail about what the dungeons are, the different modes and kinds of dungeons, and just about everything else. Links in the description below. Also, we have this fantastic blog about underwater combat. This talks about how combat works, what kind of mobs you'll find, and most importantly, what weapons you can use while underwater. They are introducing 3 new weapons for underwater combat: the spear, the trident, and the harpoon gun. We'll get into these when we talk about underwater combat in a couple weeks. That's all for the news, and as always, links to everything in the description below. Now let's move on to our lore feature. We are almost done with the series about the 6 human gods, and today we are talking about Melandru, the goddess of earth and nature. Melandru is the favorite god of rangers and earth elementalists. Many Canthans believe that Melandru has abandoned the empire. They believe that not even Melandru could have withstood Shiro Tagachi's literally petrifying death cry. But Melandru's devoted followers, the Rangers, Earth Elementalists, and many cultist sects, know that this is merely a misunderstanding of what the goddess truly represents. They know that the goddess endures within the crystalline shell of the once thriving Canthan landscape. Melandru is frequently depicted, both in Cantha and Tyria, as a tall, winged dryad from the waist up, and whose lower body is the trunk, branches, and roots of a living tree. Melandru's roadside temples offer shelter, food, and water to weary travelers even in Cantha, though such shrines are few and separated by long stretches of lifeless stonescape. Throughout Elona, there are also roadside temples to the goddess that also offer shelter and water to weary travelers. Wandering dervishes maintain many of these shrines. Many of these temples use magic to shape that shrine from a living tree. For example, Elonian sculptures often rise from the base of a mabea or a rooted dreamflower, 2 different types of trees in Elona. On a side note, in the legends of the Char, they say that Melandru was the one who created Tyria. And here, we have an excerpt from the scriptures of Melandru, as seen on the Guild Wars 2 wiki page. As always, feel free to read along. And it was that a tribe of godless humans wandered the land. Where camped did they lay waste, senselessly destroying everything nearby. And so the tribe set out to find another camp, when suddenly sprouted a wall of thorny branches which blocked their exit. Then saith Ewan, leader of the tribe, "Know ye our ways. Whoever does magic in this tribe shall be put to death." Yet none comes forward. Then from the earth grows a large tree, and unfurling its branches reveals the upper torso of a woman. Saith she, "I am Melandru, the mother of earth and nature. Henceforth I bind ye to these lands. When they suffer, so shall ye suffer." And as she saith, so it was done. From their limbs sprouted branches, and the blood in their veins was the sap of trees. Then was Ewan and his tribe converted, and they became the stewards of nature. That's me done for the day. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to tune in on Thursday, where we will take a good look at the Furious Char. I'm Fury, and I'll see you then.